Good morning and good afternoon for those of you who may not be in our time zone. Welcome to the CNVision Cambium Networks and Security Reps webinar today. Let me just get rid of my screen here. Okay. First and foremost, thank you very much for joining. I am Sakid Ahmed from Cambium Networks. Along with myself, I have Melody. Melody, I'll give you a chance to introduce yourself in 1 second. What we wanted to do today is talk about the CNVision product line from Cambium Networks, which is geared towards wireless CCTV backhaul. All about making your wireless installation super easy, and specifically the CCTV deployments, wherever you don't have wires, fiber, copper. It's a new kind of wireless in terms of reliability, predictability, some very nifty integration with video management systems, etc. So we're here to talk about that, as well as one of our very new exciting products. And of course, this is done in partnership with Security Reps. And with that, Melody, I'll hand it over to you for a quick introduction from your side as well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I wanted to thank everybody for joining us today. Of course, what we're here to talk about, all of our WAP points and backhauls. I think what this actually adds to the industry that I haven't seen before is it's very unique. It's actually doing double duty. And it was so exciting that I wanted to help put this presentation together and put this in front of you so you can see how easy it is to actually connect your cameras through integration and through wireless access points. And it really can be easy. Design assistance and all of that we'll get into here in a minute. But I'm Melody with Security Reps, and I cover the areas of North and South Carolina. And our team actually is from all the way from North Carolina, all the way down through Florida and in through. You might recognize some of the folks on this slide. If you live in any of our territories, we are Security Reps. We do a lot of lunch and learns, educational events, help people with their security designs. And then, of course, now a big announcement.
Melody, sorry for the interruption, but are you sharing your screen?
I thought I was, yes. No?
Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, good, because I think it was still mine showing up.
Oh, darn. Okay.
That's okay. That's okay. It's
all right. So just to kind of jump back into this slide, this is our team here. So this was North, South Carolina, down through Georgia, Florida, into Tennessee. All of my teammates are here. And then we are actually joining up with another rep firm, which is all the way up to Maine. So that's repsms.net, if some of you are familiar. So we will be able to offer assistance all the way up the East Coast. So remember to security smarter, not harder. So if you're having a challenge, please reach out to us. There are different tools, sales engineers, different people we can reach out to help you complete your security designs. Of course, our team that's all the way up north, we've got Bob Peach, who's in charge of that team. And anybody who's been in the business for a while certainly knows Bob Peach. So enterprise solutions for security masterminds. We have, of course, synergistic security solutions. So what we try to do with Security Reps is offer all of the different components that you would need that work copacetically to create a complete security system. So I circled some of these here on this slide today just because we are reaching into, obviously, CNVision, and that's where we get into our wireless backhauls. And then, why do the other categories, why are they highlighted here? Because, of course, you need to mount your strong pull. So you have mass points on strong pulls. These are made in the USA. We do rep these for Security Reps. So if you do need assistance with this, just let us know your zip code and we can get you a quote together. Also, game changers. So this is the cable that runs further, farther, faster. So we've got 656 feet that can run 1 gig. You can do all of your testing with your Fluke testers, as well as Scout and other certification testers as well. Panasonic, of course, we have the cameras. So if you're going to hang the cameras, Sakid will show you how you can connect those cameras and also a newer integration with Video Insight. So clearly Panasonic, the reason I say that is because it is a superior camera. It has a 5-year warranty. You also get your license for Video Insight included with that. Also MonitorCast, which is the access control piece. So there's lots of different plugins that can create a very well-rounded deployment for you. So just kind of noting here that we also have the testing services that are associated with Game Changer Cable. You also have your security strongholds, as I've mentioned, hanging your Panasonic security solutions, and along with the new long-range client MaxrP. So with that, I will give this back to Sakid. Reps answering questions like, that sounds expensive. Is it expensive? And great, where do I buy? Do you have anything that does this with this? So if you have any questions like this, feel free to reach out to your security reps team. All right.
Thanks, Melody. That was a great overview. Even I learned some new things today.
Oh, good.
Also, the exciting stuff, right? Before we even get started, we are going to have a raffle that Melody's going to administer at the end. First and foremost, the grand prize is going to be one of our long-range MaxrP products, which you're going to find out about here shortly. So you're able to build a pretty long-range, high-performance link with built-in PoE, et cetera, et cetera. So that will be the grand prize, and then we're going to do $3 $50 Amazon gift cards. A couple of small caveats is with the grand prize, if you end up deploying it, we would love to hear from you and do a case study. We'll feature you as a integrator or end customer, whoever you may be, on our website and talk about it and build a little video, et cetera, to really advertise the product, but in the process also showcase the work you've done. So that's the one caveat with the grand prize. Other than that, just stay till the end, ask some questions. We want to be challenged, ask tough questions, and let's make this an interactive webinar. So with that, who are we? Cambium Networks, very quickly, and hopefully that will move my slides, and I will also use my little laser pointer. Okay, Cambium Networks. You may not know us a whole lot because we are not really a big player like a camera vendor or a switch vendor in the outdoor space. But we do have a very strong heritage because we did come over from Motorola Solutions. I myself am a long-term Motorolan, but 2011 we spun out of Motorola, became Cambium Networks. Our genesis has always been about wireless products, but we've done a lot of stuff in the wireless internet service provider. So products are all over rural America, developing countries, bringing internet to the masses. And it's anywhere where you don't have fiber copper, you can look at 3 mile to 10 mile to 20 mile links, point to point, point to multi-point, etc. So in 2019, Cambium Networks became a publicly traded company, and we've been growing and very strong. And what we decided to do is, look, our wireless products do such a great job in transporting your video traffic, whether it's Netflix and on-demand stuff, as well as voice over IP and things like that. With some minor tweaks, we can also make it a very robust solution, make it super easy to use, and cater to video deployments, CCTV deployment. And that's kind of where CNvision is born. Company at a glance, we're based out of Chicago, 700 employees, lots of products out there. I'm not going to spend too much on this. I've already touched on that. So really, Cambium products today, even though we're going to talk about CNvision as a new portfolio that is geared towards you, our products are being used out there for video backhaul, some very, very prominent deployments. Since I'm in Chicago, I'll say this, that the Office of Emergency Management uses our product. And I can look outside, go a couple of miles from my house, and I'll see cameras with the radio right on top. And don't ask me why, but City of Chicago does have lots of fiber, but they chose wireless. And there's almost 30,000 access cameras with the Cambium product doing the video backhaul. New York City, NYPD did some stuff, and of course internationally. The fundamental of this is pretty simple. And which I kind of talk about in the next slide, is that, look, Wireless is going to be the easier and cheaper solution, no ifs and buts about it, right? If you are a camera vendor, you're trying to sell cameras, the sooner the integrator installs the cameras, the sooner they can move on to the next project. If you're an integrator deploying a project, the sooner you can deploy it, you can go to the next project. And if you have to trench cable and run new fiber and etc., the cost will go through the roof. You're going to get after permits and etc., etc. So why not wireless? I'll be the first to say that wireless can also be complicated. You can't touch it, you can't feel it. Radio frequency, what my mission critical video is going to go over that. What about hackers? What about all the stuff I hear about Wi-Fi and the Starbucks and the coffee shop? Is that going to mess up my video, right? Rest easy, because that's where CNvision excels. That's where Cambium's expertise comes into play. You can have Wi-Fi products, which is where you have to have your iPhone talk to your Wi-Fi access point, right? Everything is open. Yes, you have security on Wi-Fi, but you can still sniff out the SSID. You can attach to a device. In our case, the links are all proprietary. So you can't just take a Wi-Fi sniffer and decode stuff on our links. We go as high as far as 40 miles. We do things in the to deal with noise and interference to make sure your camera packets are going over the link. We do quality of service. We have ruggedized products. You can do multiple cameras on the link. And then last but not least, there's two very nifty features we did, which is to do some on-whiff integration into the Backhaul products itself, and then also do VMS integration. My words will not carry as much value as seeing a demo, which we're planning to do here shortly. But fundamentally, both of these features make the wireless product a closer and tighter integrated part of your video network. So you don't have to think about, oh, wireless, what happens, what if something happens with the link quality? What if the link drops? Do I have to go to another management system, et cetera, et cetera? We bring all of that into your same VMS that you're using today with your product line. Portfolio, pretty simple. We took a little bit of the data sheet and put it in here. You don't need to look at all the little data bits, because we're going to have a handout on the webinar itself for the extensive data sheet. But really, it's a concept of a point to multi-point, point to point. You have the things in the pinkish reddish color is the hub. Think of that as the hub and spoke in a bicycle wheel, the central point where all the data comes in. Then you have three different client types, the micro, mini, MaxrP. You know, we come from Motorola. We had a horrible habit of coming with complicated product names, but here we try to simplify it. Think of micro, mini, MaxrP representing distances. Micro will go up to a certain point, mini a little further, and max will go very far. But these can also be configured as a simple point-to-point link. So you can set up a couple of micros and then feed off 2 or 3 cameras and, you know, a couple of hundred megs of throughput right over that. So very flexible portfolio, yet simple. You don't have to remember 80 different products. All the way to the right are concepts of antennas. If you want to not use the built-in antenna, but use an external antenna with the very first device, you have lots of options on that front with third-party antennas as well as Cambium products. Give you a little conceptual and graphical view of what we're talking about is essentially you can create a 60-degree coverage area, put a variety of client devices and attach cameras to the end of it. Or a 90/120 degree coverage, or use a 360-degree coverage with the Omni device and have cameras on all directions. Or use the very small form factor like an iPad mini, which has a built-in 30-degree antenna, and attach clients there with cameras as well. So anyway, the deployment examples are meant to showcase to you the flexibility and the different things you can do with the products. And then last but not least, as I mentioned, you can set up point-to-point links, very easy, depending on the use case, depending on the distances, you have numerous options to do that. Okay. And then the most exciting product that we just launched, which I believe is very, very unique for the marketplace, is essentially what you see here is the backside of the device. It's known as the MaxrP. It's a 19 dBi panel antenna with a radio built in with a PoE switch. Comes with a 60-watt power supply, so you can feed it the power and distribute about 45 watts of power across these 3 ports, which all support standard PoE. So imagine yourself connecting a camera here or multiple cameras, or as you're thinking about outdoor CCTV, you have opportunities for outdoor Wi-Fi. You can plug in a Cambium Wi-Fi device. In some use cases, we even envision things like industrial IoT stuff with smart city. So this is a very, very unique system in the sense that it's giving you the switching functionality, it's giving you the power out, and a built-in radio. So you can take all of the data and backhaul right through the radio out far away, a mile away to 5 miles away, and aggregate all the data. Eliminates all that clutter of extra cables down the pole, a giant NEMA enclosure, a switch that you have to now worry about whether it's ruggedized, temperature rated. You don't have to think about any of that, and it simplifies the installation, reduces the cost. So this is available in the US market and shipping. Video management systems, and again, the demo will show you the alarm and the integration we're doing. But right now, Genetec, Milestone, Avigilon, all of these brands are supported. We just finished the integration with Panasonic Video Insight. There are no charges from us, Cambium. You buy the product and you get everything. There is no licensing for throughput caps or extra encryption, any of that. You get what you pay for. The VMS side, in some cases, if I'm not mistaken, Milestone, for example, will charge a license for it. While on the other hand, Genetec, you order a single part number and you can use it for multiple devices. Then you go to WiseNet Wave, completely free. So it really depends on the video management systems and how they handle the addition of the integration. But more or less, there's a lot of free options and a lot of ability to do this. A question that probably will pop up, things like pricing. Everything you see here, I'm going to flip back a slide. Everything you see here ranges from $299 to $549. So imagine now building yourself a MaxrP device-based solution right here for $549, eliminating the power supply, having the link, and comparing that to a fiber installation and all the extra hardware that you have to do. So we believe that from a technical differentiation, ultimate value proposition, this is very compelling. Okay, past the video management system, a couple of other things we want to show you that is very important is that we have some certification courses which allow you to do RF certification, CCTV, all self-taught. I would highly recommend that if you want to get a little bit deeper into the wireless side of things, you take one of these classes. It's simple, but very much to the point. Also, we offer 24/7 support after the products are sold, 3-year standard warranty, and then some pre-sale support. So if you need some, Melody already talked about security reps, but if you come to me with a project tomorrow saying, hey, I've got this school campus or outdoor link, can you help me with some RF planning? We'll be happy to do that. Melody, I'm not sure if the polling questions can pop out at this point, or I needed to do my slides in that format, but do you happen to know how to do the polling questions? If we can't do it, that's fine as well.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and launch them if you'd like.
Yeah, please go ahead.
All right.
Okay, so this is where I think we missed a little bit. I needed to have these questions also in my slide presentation, and I missed that. But there is a question popped up here. In your CCTV deployment, I'm going to share this in the middle of my screen, but I think everybody can see it because there's votes already coming in. The question was, in your CCTV deployment scenarios, how often do you come across wireless as a need or a challenge? And we'll give it another 60 seconds. And no, you participating in the poll does not improve your chances of winning the raffle. But we do appreciate answers.
I like the honesty. There you go.
Yeah. Coming up with it as I go, Melody. All right,
I am
so Riley.
entering everybody's name right now into that raffle too.
Awesome.
Just so
awesome.
you know. Great.
We all feel the pain of sitting through webinars, right, Melody? So a little raffle is always good. Okay, So Riley, I think we can close this poll. Are you able to share the polling results with us?
Yep, they're being shared right now with the audience.
Okay, all right. And then right before the demo, we may switch to the second polling question too. All right. So again, talked about the training, talked about the Cambium support, and last but not least, on the next slide, I will show the channel program. Some of you are integrators, right? So at the end of the day, I want to convey the message that we run a very a strong partner program. So once you become a CNVision system integrator, literally a 5-minute application, you become part of the Cambium partner program. You have access to the partner portal. You can access things like NFR kits, not for resale, 70% off of list price, to do case studies and things like that. You get a wealth of information that we push out to this partner program. The whole idea behind this is we are trying to nurture the community and bring you closer to us as a manufacturer, hear your feedback and things like that. And another very important factor is protecting on things like pricing and whatnot. So we have things like minimum advertised prices, MDP, maximum discount policy. So you'll not see situations where somebody can significantly undercut, sacrificing their margin and dropping below the MDP. So everybody has a playing field. So this is, in our opinion, quite important in terms of a solution like this. And with that, we're going to move ahead to the demo. But before we move to the demo, Riley, maybe one more polling question. Okay. Riley, would you mind reading out the polling question for us?
Yeah, definitely. So if no fiber or copper is available for camera backhaul, what prevents you from choosing wireless? And then you can select 1, I don't trust wireless, B, too complicated to plan and deploy, and then the last one, can't support it when something goes wrong. So we'll give it a little while and then I'll go ahead and share the results in a bit.
Great, super. And then while people are voting, I want to introduce a key individual on the team, Chinmay Keskar. He's our systems engineer. When I offer up my pre-sales training or pre-sales planning support, I'll just be brutally honest, it's not going to be me doing it. I'll probably delegate it to Chinmay. So he's a good person to know from Cambium who can help answer questions, help troubleshoot. Essentially, when you go to our support and it needs to be escalated to one of our best engineers, he's the guy that will help you with that. We really wanted to showcase the Video Insight demo, so we've been scrambling to get that going, and we just completed it, and we'll be able to do that. So the poll is now closed, and with that, Chinmay, I'm going to hand over the presentation to you. You will have about 15 minutes to run through the demo.
Thank you, Sakid, and hello, everybody. Give me a quick second.
And big shout out to Chinmay. Thank you so much for getting the Video Insight integration all put together for us. And yeah, exactly what Sakid said. He is amazing. You can send him latitude and longitude. You can look at a map. He can put together a whole system for you. It is quite amazing.
Right. Okay. So can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So before we log in, let me show you quickly show you the topology which we are working on. So there is a hub and 2 clients connecting wirelessly, and another hub and client connecting wirelessly. And there are a bunch of cameras. I'm using the VLANs on this switch to distinguish which cameras are connected on the Ethernet port of which
This PowerPoint
client.
is making my head spin, though, just so you know.
Yeah.
And
okay.
you're giving away passwords too. Just kidding. Okay.
And on the PC, what we have is different video management systems running. So in today's demo, we are going to be doing the Panasonic. And if somebody asks, so maybe I guess we are ready with Milestone and Genetec as well. So the idea here is, so we are nothing but a transparent wireless bridge to transport your camera data through our radio radios, but on top of being just a dumb wireless bridge, we have incorporated two CCTV specific features in our radio. So one is called on-WIF integration, and second is video management systems integration. So in on-WIF integration, what happens is all the cameras are discovered on the web UI of the radios themselves, and you can play the live video stream from the camera. As a part of video management system integration, the radio related events can be sent to the VMS so that they are displayed there as alarms. So for example, let's say the wireless connectivity between the client and a hub goes down, then hub sends an event to the VMS saying that, hey, client went down, so that it can be seen as a pop-up alarm. So, and of course, as I show you all this demo, we will also talk about the use cases, like why exactly have we decided to add these two features. So with that, that's a hub flex R, which
I
I'm
can
going
walk
to.
us through the UI, Chinmay, very quickly.
Yes, go ahead, Sakit.
Yeah, so long story short, this is sort of the simplified user interface you're looking at. You've got some throughput speedometers that show the consumption coming through these links. Immediately below that on the dashboard, what you see are a bunch of red buttons and little camera icons. But next to it, you see MAC address, IP address, the hardware, the camera name, country location. This is essentially a list of the cameras that are connected to this layer 2 network. And Chinmay, if you collapse your menu item, collapse those guys. What that shows is, okay, I've got a hub with cameras underneath. I've got a client mini, complicated name. It says 21811D. What you really can say is, hey, client mini, northwest parking lot, right? Client micro, school parking, playfield, eastern corner, something like that. So you can name friendly ways. So this gives you an idea, like, hey, this client, this bridge, what is it serving? And when you expand on that, you can see this camera icon. And what's happening is the information we're showing here is really done with the on-WIF client that's embedded in the radio that goes and picks up the information from the client device. So when he clicks on the video stream, what we're essentially doing is typing in the username password of the camera, and it will pull up the live feed off the camera without impacting any bandwidth or performance. And it will pop up a live feed of the camera right in the UI. Why do we do this? It's just another troubleshooting data point. If you happen to have your backhaul far away from the camera and you're at the VMS at a central office, and somehow the camera feed has disappeared from the video management system, before you head out to go troubleshoot, you say, hey, let me at least log on to the backhaul and make sure everything is coming across the link okay. So this is looking out our empty office window, and as you can see, an empty parking lot in Rolling Meadows, Illinois, outside of Chicago, and it's showing the video right off the camera, right in this backhaul user interface. So again, a cool troubleshooting step. Along with that, you can hit the big red button and reboot the camera, which is done via an on-WIF command. So this is the on-WIF integration part. Needless to say, if you scroll down further, you see other information like the screen is refreshing, is the channel this is running, operating frequency, something to pay attention to, 4950. What is 4.9? It's a loosely licensed public safety band. All of the CNVision stuff is certified to operate in this band, which means if you're doing a municipality project or anything related to public safety, you can stay the heck away from all the Wi-Fi stuff and go with a public safety type license, which is going to be cleaner. Moving ahead, go back to the left-hand side of the menu, Chinmay. We'll move straight to, there's lots of configuration monitoring stuff. We won't spend time on that. We'll go straight to the video integration, actually. Yeah, video VMS integration. I'm just trying to move fast, Chinmay. So yes. Here you have VMS integration. In the drop-down menu, you'll see choices of various VMS systems. The only information we're looking for is the VMS address, IP address, the port number, the username, password on the right-hand side. So you plug all that in, that builds that dynamic connection. And then the other thing you have here before you move to the VMS side, Chinmay.
Sorry, Sakit.
Okay.
I'm going to be using another hub for Panasonic. So
okay,
let me
no
quickly, that's the one. Go ahead.
So in this case, Panasonic is set up. And what you see below is also a VMS Preview link, which is essentially a dynamic HTTP link which a lot of the video management systems support, and you essentially generate this link, copy and paste it in the VMS system, it creates a dynamic link, and now you have a tile view where you'll see all the critical information. With that, Chinmay, go ahead and move to your VMS demo.
Okay, so Sakit, can I take it?
Yeah, please go ahead.
So you can already see a couple of alarms, station drop and station register. Let me clear those alarms by acknowledging them, and then, okay. So the idea here is with all of these configured, the radio is ready to send events to the Panasonic. But on Panasonic, you also need to do some configuration, like go to administration, servers, rules, and then add the rules. So of course, the question pops up is which rules to add. So you can go to our user guide, go to events and alarms. So user guide, of course, you can download from our support site, and these are all the list of events which we support. So a couple of most important events would be station drop and station register, which is equivalent to a client drop and client register. So what I've done is copied this and pasted it in the Panasonic VI Monitor Plus, and of course we will, in our user guide, we will come up with exact step-by-step procedure how to do all this. So I have added these two alarms so that now the Panasonic is ready to receive these alarms. So what I'm gonna do here is on my hub, go to monitor wireless where we see the one client is connected wirelessly, and I'm trying to generate an alarm manually by forcing a deregister of this client. So once I do it and go to the Panasonic, you see this pop-up window just came up saying STA_drop alarm has just popped up in this window. So that's what happened when I hit the deregister button. The hub sent an API event to the Panasonic, and it is displayed as an alarm in Panasonic. So that's how the alarms work in CN Vision, sending it to the video management system. And as we wait, right after the client registers, we will see one more alarm saying STA_REG, saying that the station or a client has registered back to the hub. While that happens, let's talk about the other part which Sakit mentioned, the VMS preview link. And Sakit, if you want to take it.
Yeah, sure, no problem. So the VMS preview is, again, if you go back to the video management system in this case, see this top part where it has this gray tile. So just as you would see a bunch of camera feeds in a tile, you can create another tile that is essentially summarizing the data coming from the backhaul, saying, look, this is the backhaul feeding all the cameras, this is the throughput, the link is up, this is the IP address, the wireless is good. We can obviously add more as needed, but the idea behind this is that just as you would see the feeds from the camera, you could potentially have the tile available on the side to see the critical information. So this is, in a nutshell, the overall video management integration. And the same thing can be done, this is Video Insight, but the way the data is presented and all of that, you can do it with Genetec, Panasonic, and it looks a little different. It's actually my first time seeing Video Insight. And my guess by looking at Video Insight, interesting enough, Chinmay, is that it looks to be also baselined with NX Witness, just like the Hanwha stuff is. Okay, so those are the two main things. The third thing we wanted to showcase, obviously we gave you guys a very brief GUI overview, is the companion tool. The companion tool is a free tool that you can download from our support site. The way we've done the companion tool is fundamentally this. There are tools out there that help you do camera planning in terms of field of view, megabits per second consumption, and NVR capacity and things like that. And then independent of that, companies like ourselves have a lot of RF tools that say radio frequency management, this and that and that. But one of the things that we thought would be very helpful is if you knew that when you install a camera and you got requirement of XYZ megabits per second, can your wireless link support that, right? So that's the whole basis for the companion tool. What you see here, Chinmay, I would start by collapsing everything so it's a cleaner view. The client micro, for example, just collapse everything. So Chinmay here has a client mini and a client micro. He's built a Hub 360 in a project. In that project, he chose some parameters, the channel, the frequency, more or less left everything in default mode. But you can go and edit the hub if you wanted to, which would have all sorts of information, which country you're operating in, what device you want to put in, channel, device lat long, which, by the way, if you put in the device lat long, you can pull that up in a Google map as well. And then under that Hub 360 device, he is editing now to show you how it's done. He's chose a device name where it says Client Mini up top. In the device name, Chinmay, if you want to hover over the device name, higher, all the way to the device name, right? Here's where you would say, this is the northwest parking lot, right? This is the southeast side of parking lot. This is how you can make this easy. And you can put down the distance to the hub, which he's put down as 100 meter, again, device lat long, and then you save it. And then once you save it, the same Client Mini has a little plus sign, or you can do edit. And now under that Client Mini, you can say, I'm gonna add cameras. And here you're saying, I'm adding a 8 megapixel or VGA, low resolution, but 8 megapixel camera. You can choose the compression rate with lots of options in here, frames per second, again, device lat long, and you save it. As you're doing this, because we have plugged in things like the distance, we plugged in the channel, the power, and etc., we are calculating, as Chinmay highlighted, this camera 0. And Chinmay, lesson learned, for the next demo, we should give them some friendlier names as opposed to camera _0, right?
Sure, sure.
The adjusted bit rate is about 9 megabits per second. And what you see on the top for that hub, Chinmay's added some additional cameras, and it says, look, your maximum uplink throughput, if you use your laser pointer, Chinmay, if in your PowerPoint presentation mode activity, mouse is fine. Your maximum uplink throughput is 111 meg available. You're only using about 12 meg. So your utilization is 11%. So bingo, that tells you, look, I can keep adding cameras to this wireless link. I have plenty of throughput available. So this is a great way to use CNVision product and the tool to calculate the throughputs needed and things like that. So this is powerful, and this is free, available to download. And it can make your planning a lot easier. And I believe with that, we are just in time and have completed all the demo. Looks like we still have quite a few attendees available. There was one question that came in, I responded, but with that, we can move to the next stage. Melody, did you have anything to add?
No, that was absolutely excellent. Again, thank you so much for getting all of the pieces moving for the VI demo. I see Carmen Baker is on here too. So shout out to her and the Panasonic team. I know all of us are really looking forward to having a a part like this, again, that does double duty, that has the integration, has all the bells and whistles, and has the support that CNVision offers. So again, big shout out and thank you. I would like to take the screen over, and I'll admit it, I don't know how.
I think you can stop sharing screen.
There you go. Thank you so much. All right, so I am going to pull this up here, hopefully. Can you see the picker wheel?
No, we see your business address and your bank account.
Oh, okay, great. That's exactly what I was hoping to share with everyone on this recorded video. All right. All right, let me see here. Maybe I could just do this.
Because I missed the pinwheel last time, so I'm excited to see how this pinwheel works.
Yes, absolutely. Can you see this now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, terrific. Okay, so here we are, the screen. We see everybody's names here. Thank you all so much for attending. I'm just going to simply spin the wheel.
Oh, what are we giving out
that
first?
we are going to we're going to award a MaxrP, which of course is the long range client that we've been talking about today. So it has, of course, 3 direct connects for cameras. It is a PoE as well. So if I just hit the wheel here, spinning, 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 spinning.
We just need the Wheel of Fortune soundtrack now. We would be golden.
Exactly. Somebody sing a little song, like, I don't know.
Riley?
Yeah. Riley got a good singing voice.
Pete, I think the singing's all you.
All right, let me just pull this down here. Oh, it's thinking about it. All right. Sorry about that.
We have a winner.
Boom. Where is our winner?
I thought it had stopped. Okay, let's see.
I tried to be fancy and put it on full screen, but we're gonna just have to see the ads. All right.
Certainly likes to spin for a while.
Johnny.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so Johnny, oops, I spelled your name wrong, sorry. All right, so I'll reach out to you about your demo kit for the MaxrP, and then we'll spin it again. We have another MaxrP kit, and this will be for...
While you're spinning, Riley, we are recording this webinar, right? So, and we'll post the link on our community.
Yes,
Absolutely.
that's correct. So we'll be sending out a recording to all attendees. We'll also be posting on YouTube, on the community, and on our website as well.
Great. Oh, Melody, that didn't work so well. We had the same winner show up twice. Oh, Richard Martinez. I know Richard.
Oh, cool. And
right,
Richard Martinez, all right.
And then we're going down to the Amazon gift cards, right?
Yes, we have 3 Amazon gift cards for the amount of $50 each. And we have our first winner, Mark Lamont. Congratulations, Mark. We are going to get you a $50 Amazon gift card. And if you don't mind putting in the chat your information if you're seeing this, and we'll get connected with you.
I should note that we are able to do this in US-based locations also. I'm not sure if it's the same Mark Lamont I know out of the UK, but we'll have to just check that real quick.
He'll have to pay for shipping. Yeah, postage. All right, we also have our second winner, Chris Hahn. And I have to write this down, see. All right, and then hitting one more. We have one more $50 gift card. Cross your fingers, everyone. Here we go. Oh, I hope it's me. And oh, perfect. MADOU. All right, perfect. Okay, so we've got it there. And if I'm not mistaken, we also have a MaxrP. Is that correct?
Yeah. So basically, we'll do the no. There were 3 Amazon gift cards and 2 of the MaxrPs.
Perfect. All right, so we have all of our
everyone's also
winners. We've got Johnny, Richard, Mark, Chris, and Amandu. So congratulations all. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We will definitely send out this recording so you can share it with friends, confidants, acquaintances, if you wish. All right. Thank you.
Great. Well, thank you, Melody. Thank you, Riley, for organizing this, and thank you everyone for joining. Look forward to opportunities from you guys and working through this.
Absolutely. Please reach out to your local security rep if you have any questions. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.